can be your hero, baby. I can take away the pain, OJ. I will stand by you forever. If only they take away the restraining order. When my uncle died, his daughter ran away with all of his money. Just to show you that even when there is a will, there is a way. Lucinda Maria Espinal de la Cruz. We need to put the past behind us. Put our differences aside. Maybe even go to a copulating counselor. And work, work, work.
You know the moment when you're in the shower and you're wondering if you've already put soap or you still need to put soap on? And then you put a finger up your butt and you think, oh yes, I've been here before. Showers are the most common karaoke booths for the talentless.
No, no, je ne regrette rien.
Sometimes it's very important to just stop and look at the journey. I'm proud of the fact that I'm being creative. For the first time in my life since acting school, I'm being creative on a consistent basis. Someone texted me recently that they had a shitty day and then they saw my video and it brightened their day. I can't put that in words. That's just that brightens up my day, and that makes me want to do more all the time. Shut up, Shavit, you just made a fucking video. Just move on and stop masturbating on yourself.
My name is Game Gary. Picked up a fucking machete. Yeah, I'm the motherfucking Grim Reaper. Yeehaw! Don't fucking die, you useless motherfucking son of a whore. God damn it. Sorry, ma'am. Or sir. You never know these days.
Right in my fucking ballsack. You fucking meant that, didn't you, asshole? Right. Do it again.
One day, my YouTubing skills will be much better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. This is crazy, call me maybe.
I just met you, and this is crazy. So here's my number, so call me maybe.
Alright, back to where I was.
How would you describe today's events?
Mainly with the use of adjectives.
A wise choice, no doubt.
But if I had to choose one word, it would definitely be kofefe.
I could not have said it better myself, someone. Is there any final note you would like to share with our audience?
C major was always a favorite of mine. Perhaps the only one I've ever loved. I've had my little flings and encounters with B, D, S, and M, but none pierced my soul like C major.
My message to you all today is this. Have a hobby and your little escapisms, whether it be tango dancing, memorizing flags of former colonies, or that ridiculous horse dancing they do at the Olympics.
Super and regular piaffe pirouette there right in front of the judges.
Every tiny thing you do in film is magnified because the camera is this close. This is the lens. It sounds simple to be natural, but it's actually very, very hard because when you have a camera on you and you're very aware and you're trying to convey an emotion, then all the things that the little habits that you have in life are magnified. I think that sort of sums it up. It's the art of doing less. Why are certain accents considered to be racist? It seems to me that European and American accents all seem to be fine. So French or Italian or English or New York, they all seem to be fine. But if you go to Chinese, or if you try to do Nigerian, or if you do an Arab, then that has changed in the past 15 or 20 years.
Well, what can we say about politics? It's a bunch of corruption, greed, and sex scandals. So I have much appreciation for people who delve into politics. The biggest problem with Britannia today is the people that inhabit Britannia. It starts from the stupid youth, goes on to the stupid adolescents, then the adults, and then the stupid old people. And that is why we lost the great empire that we once was.
There are some of us who are there for you no matter what.
If only.
Henry! I showed him! I said, if only I said! No, the trailer, Henry! If only! I said if only.
I think it's okay to say that you want to be famous. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to say, I want to be famous. If that sounds too arrogant, say, I want recognition. I want people to appreciate my talents. I want to leave a legacy. I want to be remembered.
Personally, I think that personally, I mean, this is my personal opinion. That's a lot of personally I said there. Personally, I think that the best gazangas are for Rachel McAdams. That's my thought. I mean, I've never seen her gazangas, but I imagine them many times.
They were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me now. There's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. We all know there's more to English culture than meets the eye.
Your portrayal of Juliet was marvelous. Loved it. My only note is maybe try to explore the places where she might be just a little bit vulnerable.
Now let's see the actual meaning.
This was absolutely shit, and if you only showed any emotion whatsoever, you may salvage yourself from colossal shame. When the woman is having her period and they say, you know, you should be there for her, you should hold her, you should listen to her when she's becoming this moody, atrocious monster. I say this is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. She is moody, she is a monster, we are aware of this, so my advice would be to go as far away as you can. There's no point of both of you being angry. I want to fill your description box. Demonetize the shit out of you.
I'm ad friendly, but not your dad friendly.
Yeah, I can smell your AdSense all the way from here.
Want to be under the influencer? The world owes you nothing. No one owes you anything. People don't do things for you or against you. Don't divide the world into people that do stuff for you and against you. People do things for themselves, and sometimes you're affected.
You love him?
Yeah, I think I do.
And he loves you. This is wonderful.
What? I never said he loves me. He calls me an ugly child.
Exactly.
What do you mean, exactly?
I will tell you a story.
Please no, I'm paying per minute.
When I was young, there was this girl I really liked. Claudia van Bruin. Very beautiful Dutch girl. Well, I was really mean to her. I used to rip the pages from her notebook so it would look like she didn't do her homework and the teacher would get mad at her. I put rats in her closet. One time I even locked her in the toilet and she stayed there for the whole night.
OMG, that's horrible. What happened to her?
She died. She was allergic to nuts and I put some in her bag.
I just wanted to make a short video to wish you all a very happy Jewish New Year. What do I wish upon myself for this new year? Well, I wish to grow as a person, cause I'm only 5'7".
But if we fail to forgive and acknowledge that people make mistakes, then we carry that with us. We carry that feeling of hurt and resentment, and it starts to consume us. That becomes our energy. That's the energy that we put out to the world.
From an Australian? What do you actually do? Well, Mr. Usher, I sense the sarcasm in the question, and I want you to know that I do plenty around here. I do, well, Henry, help me out here.
He spent a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. As I was approaching the end of my meal, a homeless person approached. I guess he was not spotted by the security porcelain clown at the entrance.
Can I have some change?
He asked. I replied as I do when I'm embarrassed of the situation.
This is gonna be the best unboxing video ever!
The concept is simple. You buy something, it comes in a box. You open the box, and you get the something you bought. It's very clever. Bigly. Just don't forget to press record because you can only unbox a closed box once. Yay! Shit, I left the cap on.
trick or bloody treat. First of all, I don't like kids. That's a given. I don't want them to knock on my door unless someone is dead. And even then, it better be someone I wanted to die.
How do I become an Instagram model? This is very important. Looking good is essential to being an Instagram model. You can be blonde, Hispanic, black, but you cannot be ugly. Well, you can, but you won't get any following. You can even be a niche. Plus size model, short and sweet, freckled face, but ugly is not a niche. It's just, well, ugly.
I will be there with Belzon, cause where else would I put my cat? Belzon. Can you beatbox? That is such a strange question. Why would anyone want to beat the box? Bullseye!
We all are very lucky to be here again, and some of you will even stay after the Brexit negotiations end. Right, moving on. Are you planning to spend Christmas with your loved ones? I will find a woman to love on that night.
I will do my best to spend the day with my loved one.
What's stopping you from spending the night with your loved one?
A restraining order.
According to Dr. Chapman, there are 5 different love languages or signs of affirmation that people tend to judge the world by. And sometimes why misunderstandings happen is because we speak a different love language. The theory is that people have a dominant sign of something that they perceive as affection or love, and they have a secondary one. In reality, people have a clear thought of how someone would express love, and based on their subjective perception, that's how they perceive the world. Be trusted in but not appreciated, confided in but never idolized, liked by few and adored by none. Be not bad enough to be noticed, but not good enough to be labored. A middleman, an average man, and I take very long toilet breaks kind of man. Associations and playing with language is something that I think works very well in writing. If I'm telling you about puns and I tell you that I fell in love with puns, it all started once upon a time. I could tell a story about a guy, an Italian guy we knew who was called Paccio, and he was always the designated driver, so we called him Carpaccio.
Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding.
We bring us some figgy pudding and a cup of something. We won't go until we get some.
We won't go until we get some.
We won't go until we get some. So bring some back here. It's quite romantic, this bit.
I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make